All right, now let's talk about question 16. Question 16 also deals with equipment costing. So now they say to you, you have two units, both of them have a 6-year lifetime, and you have the following cost data in this table. Which one is the most economical if money is worth 12% per year? So you can see you have this table to give you a purchase price, maintenance cost, advantage of having a better quality product, repair cost, and a salvage value. And then the numbers for each option are here. So what I'm going to do is go into Excel, and you can see that I have option A and option B in a table here, and I've got all the necessary values. So let's go ahead and evaluate option A. Okay, now the first thing I want you to notice is that they say to you, both units have a lifetime of 6 years. So when the lifespan of your units is the same, you have only one time frame to compare against. So you don't need Unacost. Okay, you use Unacost when you've got two different time frames and you want to bring everything to a single time frame. But in this case, because we already have that single time frame, we don't need Unacost. So now we can evaluate option A, and let's begin. Okay, so I'm going to put down the year in this column. Across from that, I'm going to put down the cash flow. So this is the cash flow, but you can also call it the future value. Either option is fine. All right, we call it the cash flow, and then on this side we will have the discounted cash flow. But if you prefer to, you can also call this the present value. Either option, interchangeable. All right. So now I've got an initial purchase price. So the initial purchase is made at time 0, or it's also known as the year 1 beginning. Okay, and then everything after that will be 1, but that represents the end of year 1. Okay, so the first thing, beginning of year 1 or time 0. After that is end of year 1, end of year 2, end of year 3, and so on. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now at the beginning of year 1, I make my capital payment upfront of 30,000 rands. All right. Then you see, by the end of year 1, I will need to pay yearly maintenance of 2,500. Okay, that's 2,500. But I also see that I have a yearly advantage of buying a superior product. So A is the superior product. So I've got this yearly advantage in that I save 650 rands a month. So remember now, this 30,000 is money going out of my bank account. This 2,500 is money going out of my bank account. Because I've got a yearly advantage, that represents money coming in. It's money that I'm saving, right? So I'm spending less money. So from my expenses, I can actually subtract the 650. So just think about that. Money going out is positive. So money that I save or money that comes in is negative. So I can actually subtract from the expenses. Okay, so this is equal to 2,500 minus 650. Okay, so that applies in year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, each year I need to pay for yearly maintenance, and then I have a yearly advantage. Okay, in year 3, I don't have any repairs, so that's fine. And then at the end of year 6, I get back 850. So the salvage value is what you can sell the equipment for once you are done using it. Okay, you can strip it and sell it for parts, or sell it just like that at a discounted price. So again, money going out was positive. All my payments are positive. So if I receive money by salvaging that equipment, that should be a negative cash flow. So I'm going to add in here year 6, another year 6, and in this case here, I'm going to have a negative 850 rands that I get back. Okay. Alternatively, you can just subtract the 850 from here. Okay, same thing. But I'm just going to put it down here. I'm just leaving it as an additional row so you can see what's happening. Okay. So in the 6th year, I get back 850, so it's a negative value. Now, let's find the present value of each of those future value payments. In other words, let's discount the cash flow. So for the first, at the beginning of year 1, remember that represents year 0. So that's right now. So the 30,000 rands that I pay right now, I don't need to discount it over any time frame because it's money right now. The present value of 30,000 rands right now is 30,000 rands. So just to prove to you that it works, it's 30,000 divided by 1 plus the interest rate, 12%, close brackets, to the power of 0 years. And that just gives you the same value back. So if you want to know where that equation came from, I have done it before, but remember, A equals P, 1 plus I to the power of n. So future value equals present value, 1 plus I to the power of n. So present value equals future value divided by 1 plus I to the power of n. Okay, so that's all I'm doing here. I'm taking the future value or the cash flow, dividing by the interest rate here, and then I should get the present value. Okay, so let's continue that for the rest of the cash flow payments. This is equal to 1850 divided by 1 plus the interest rate over 1 year. Okay, then I'll pull this all the way down. And that's fine. Okay, so now just to help you appreciate what is actually going on here, this 850 rands that I receive 6 years from now is actually worth 430 rands today. So why do I say that? Remember, your money is depreciating over time. So what you can buy for 850 rands in 6 years, you can buy today for only 430 rands, because your money is much more powerful today than it will be in the future. Okay. So yeah, so we have everything we need. Now I can calculate the net present value. Okay, so the net present value is just the sum of the present values. Okay, and that is 37,175.47. So essentially what I'm saying is all the payments that I'm going to make in the future, if you bring all of those payments back to now, what are they worth? They are worth 37,000 rands of today's money. Now let's do that for option B. And it's the same process, okay? So I'm going to put down the year. And then beginning of year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Then I've got the future value or the cash flow, which is also known as the future value. I've also got the discounted cash flow or the present value. Okay. So at the beginning of year 1, I've got 18,000. That I spent. That's an 18,000 rand payment I make upfront in today's money. Yeah, okay. Then I need to leave space for end of year 1. Okay. So at the end of year 1, I'm going to need to pay for maintenance, and I don't have a yearly advantage. Okay. So I'm paying 4,700 rand in maintenance every year. So that's 4,700, 4,700. And then you can see at the end of year 3, I need to pay for a repair. That's another 4,000 rand. So again, that's another expense. So this is equal to 4,700 plus my other expense, my repair cost of 4,000 rand. Okay. In year 4, I pay 4,700 again, 4,700 again. And then in year 6, I pay 4,700 for my yearly maintenance. But I'm also able to salvage the equipment. I can strip the equipment of its pieces, sell those pieces, or sell the equipment as is to another supplier, and I will get money into my account. So money going out was positive, so money coming into my account is negative. So 4,700 minus 150. Okay. Now let's go and discount all of these cash flows. So again, this is 18,000 divided by 1 plus 12%. And that is money that I'm paying right now at the beginning of year 1 times 0 for 0 years. Okay. The 4,700 needs to be discounted over 1 year only, because it's 1 year away from the present. Okay, year 2, this was 2 years away from the present. Let me just fix this. This should be E12. Okay, so I can pull this all the way down. And these are all my discounted cash flows. Okay, now again, why are there so few? Oh, okay, let me move this down so everything lines up nicely. This is just for aesthetics, all right? And now I can calculate the net present value. So the net present value is equal to the sum of everything, of all the present values, okay? Net present value, sum of all the present values. And you can see we get 40,000 rand. So in total, all the payments that I make over the next 6 years, if you bring them to the present, discounting them, you would have paid 40,000 rands in today's money for option B. But for option A, you would have only paid 37,000 rands. And so you can clearly see who the winner is. It's option A, because the net present value is lower. And so that is the answer we go with. I like to go back and see that we answered the question. Which one is the most economical? Option A. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Thank you for watching, and let's go on to the next question.